We're going to go through the installation of Filemaker Server 13 on a Windows machine. Filemaker Server 13 supports Streamtime 12 and 13, but not Streamtime 11 or earlier, and we've listed the operating systems that are supported here as well. We do recommend that it be installed on a dedicated machine that's not running a mail server or a website. Filemaker Server 13 does require use of ports 80 and 443. And during the installation, if the system detects that these ports are being used, you will be prompted to disable them during the installation. And as part of our add-ons and for remote technical support, we request that a port forward be set up on your router so that ports 80, 5003 and 16000 are redirected to the local IP address of the Filemaker Server machine. For best performance, we recommend running Filemaker Server on a dedicated machine, disabling antivirus software on the folders containing the Streamtime files, turning off the sleep and hibernation functions, and indexing on the Windows machines as well. So let's get started with the Filemaker Server installer. I'm going to launch the installation wizard now, and it's going to begin the install process. I'd strongly recommend that you take a good look at the before you begin documentation at the beginning of the installation. But once you've had a look at that and agreed to the terms, let's begin with the installation. And we're going to choose a single machine deployment, which is our standard configuration, and click Next. Use the Filemaker Server user account default, which is local system, and click Next. Then enter the Streamtime customer name and serial number, which is supplied to you, and then you can begin the installation. The installation will take a few minutes, and then once it's been completed, you'll be notified that it's been successful. So now we can begin using the Filemaker Server Deployment Assistant to set up Filemaker Server on the machine. So we're going to enter the Filemaker Server admin username. So we suggest using admin, and then the password is streamtim3. So enter that and then click Next. You can now select a name for the Filemaker Server if you require, or you can leave the default, which is normally just an IP address, and then click Next. We're then going to set up the web publishing on the Filemaker Server. So we're going to disable the first option, which we don't need, and then enable the web publishing and make sure that all the three boxes are checked here. And we're going to say yes to install the Filemaker Server supported version of PHP. Then we'll click Next, leave the deployment type set to single machine and click Next. Filemaker Server will then test the web publishing and confirm that the setup has been successful, and then continue. So then the Filemaker Server will deploy and configure itself. This could take several minutes or so, but ultimately notify you that it's been successful with a Finish button at the bottom of the deployment list. So once the deployment has completed, click the Finish button, and then the Filemaker Server admin console will open. The Filemaker Server admin console is used to manage the databases on the Filemaker Server. This is where, for example, you can set the regularity of the backup schedules. So by default, the system will be backing up daily at 11 o'clock at night, but you can also enable hourly and weekly backups as well. The Activity tab is where you can see existing databases hosted